My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Atomicrops, where we are going to be continuing in Year 5 at our attempts to get the achievement related to having 5,000 fertilizer at any one time. I'm going to be taking Thyme out here. There's the Thyme piece. Roach killer, kill all nearby roaches. Neat. I'm taking Thyme out here so that I effectively have just a little bit more time, so that I have the ability to try and get all of the fertilizer I would need. And also, we no longer have the robustness speed increase that may result possibly in some sort of me having died last episode. You know, that old song and dance. Okay. Oh, weed tractor early. Not bad. Helps us build up some good early resources, manage the farm a little bit better early. Obviously, it's a little anti-synergistic with one of the things we're really hoping for in fertile eggs early. But that's a bridge we'll burn when we get to it. Also, we do have, you know, so many different opportunities to pick up the monster mulcher, so literally it just comes down to, can I get hotwire? And can I get enough HP? Hotwire is going to be difficult to get really early as this character. Not to say, like, you know, it's going to be hard to actually collect it. It's going to be just rough to have, because then I can't use my tractor at all without risking shortening the length of the day. So it's very much something that, I mean, I can't really turn it down if I see it, but I don't want to see it super early. Squirt gun versus the extension on energized. I like the extension on energized. Especially as I've been trying to use energized a little bit more commonly recently. Especially in one of the last episodes where I was using a hose with energized constantly. Got pretty good doing that. I want to see if I can keep that up on the farm more commonly. So, yeah, the golden is at the very, very top. Just gonna have to circle back around to that at this point. Not our primary concern. Which probably brings to mind, what is our primary concern? Well, honestly, just clear speed at the moment. Ooh, I'll take a second pig. I say second because time begins with a pig. Very, very useful thing to start with. There we go. And of course, look, I'm not going to turn down a rose. Okay. Unfortunately, there's no quick retreat from here either. We're probably going to waste almost a minute just because this was positioned up here. I didn't go back to retrieve it. And then there's no gopher holes near it. Just unfortunate pathing. Beat drop is really good. 25% extra chance to drop a heartbeat seed when damaged, which is going to be really good if we tend to go for the tractor build I was talking about prior, the hot wiring tractor build. Thank you, pigs, for having already pulled up a lot of this stuff, but I'm going to have to finish up the job a little bit because they're not necessarily as neat as I would like them to be. Just all the extra seeds down, please. Because then I can start running a rain cloud all over the top of them. And all is well. We might even get 2 harvests before the end of today at this rate. I mean, if I really want money, we try and go for a max pumpkin right now. I'm pretty sure I have enough to fertilize it. Nice, we do. Good. Let's try and make sure that I can keep myself in energized for as long as possible here. It's just so dang efficient. Whew! Even managed to make it through there. Hell yeah. I'm kind of feeling like I could put down another rain cloud right now, but if I don't need to and I can still get the pumpkin up, that's much preferable. I mean, the pumpkin's going to take a little bit of a while. So, special seed. I think I probably have enough time. Just as long as I make sure anytime it asks for water, I'm already there. Already drizzling. Speaking thereof. There we are. It's also a extra heartbeat seed for us. Love to see it. Okay, that pumpkin should be ready. Come on, then. Good. So we know we're getting that before the end of the day. You know what? I'm just going to take that. I'm going to replace it with a date. That's definitely good enough for me. Looks like the pumpkin actually has a much, much larger area of effect than I ever considered. Thought it was actually quite small. Extra pickaxe there? Honestly? Great first day. Incroyable. Pretty sure, yeah, there's very little that can be done to kind of slow us down right now. I'm gonna put those two there. Just pre-grow some of the roses for the next rose we're gonna have come up. I wouldn't mind getting one turret. That's probably about my limit, but one's fine. 380, that's a good gun for tomorrow. Fat grub. Tilling soil has a chance to drop seeds and fertilizer. I mean, I do already have 2 pigs, so my tillable soil is going to be quite large. And I want to marry Norman more than I want to marry Borage. It's just, Fat grub isn't great. It's not bad, though. I mean, if I'm going to take one of these guns and upgrade it, I prefer the AK. Take 2 bridge repair kits. Are we really that? Yeah, you know what? We are. We'll take 1 upgrade here. Hopefully we don't get homing. We got Zap. That's actually optimal. I'm probably not going to go south instantly, but we might go south before the end of the day. Especially with all of this extra time. Zap is going to be extraordinarily helpful at taking out these little mobs here. Same reason it's going to be great in the other area. I don't know why I aggroed them. Definitely didn't need to. And the fact that they're aggroed to me is just going to cause a bunch of other people to get aggroed. Yeah, I really shouldn't have done that. Just a waste of 10 seconds, basically. Taking a Nemocroop breeze and power on. I'm very glad that we have the Roach Killer, saving us a pretty significant amount of time that we would otherwise use for killing these enemies just to try and stay safe from them. I like to avoid killing as many ambient enemies as possible, but sometimes they don't make it easy on you. I'm taking the farming stat up there over the sprinkler head, just because I don't see a world in which I'm pivoting this. Well, I say pivoting, we're still setting up the run, right? So it's not really a pivot as much as creating. But I don't really see the world in which I go for a heavy turret build right now. Seems like the items that would benefit a heavy turret build are pretty much like run counter and are almost entirely excluded by the items that I want for the fertilizer build. Extra tractor slot? Okay, well, we could hold 2 tractors with the hot wire. That's not bad. Gives us the ability to hold a watering tractor as well as the monster mulcher so that I can try and form more heartbeat seeds as well as, you know, supplement any missing watering on my base. Although already I'm kind of diving in to try and supplement that with the cow we just picked up. 1 minute and 13 seconds. Looks like we're pretty much done with this area. Yeah. I'm actually almost keen to just jump into Gopher Hole. Ooh, would have missed out on that had I done it. But had I not decided to go for the Gopher Hole, I would have missed out on the... Whoop. Hang on, we're actually above the Gopher Holes already. I would have missed out on the forage. Great. Like, actually kind of almost perfect. Let's track this along. Don't want to miss out on any sunflower drops there or anything like that. I mean, I could have tried to plant some roses back at base. Try and preload. Don't think it's desperately necessary. Alright, the cat dives twice right now. Yep. We're in high enough gear for that to be the case. I mean, are these going to have independent cooldowns of one another? Yeah, they are. Sweet. Just got a double whack attractor. I wonder if there's a world where I can do this whole build without Hotwire just by having... Oh, wow. Bad hit there. My God, how many... There were 3 cats attacking me at the same time there. I didn't even know there were 3. I knew there were at least 2. I'll say that much. Helpful Worm and Sprout Energy. I'll take the Helpful Worm. And then I'm actually going to get the... I'm going to quickly get the roses before we bail. Guess I'm going for another Anemocru Breeze as well, and then back to base. No, you do not get to destroy my things. I'm gonna set my way up for a reasonably valuable end of the day. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to even do that though. Gosh. You'll stay away from my stuff. I'm gonna need to find a bunch more weeds as well to hit with the whack attractors. Start getting my value back out of those. I may actually just throw down a Mega Sunflower today. Because otherwise it feels like I'm just not going to have a good weapon for tomorrow. Yeah, I think I'm going to throw down the Mega Sunflower. Don't really have great space for it right now. So it feels like I'm probably going to waste a lot of fertilizer on other things. Can I free up enough space to get it in a corner or something? No, not really. Alright, fine. Okay, that's good. We got it. So that's a good weapon for tomorrow, which means good exploring for tomorrow, which means going south? Right? I mean, south and north, ideally. Come on, good weapon. Oh, those are 2 of my least favorite weapons. Oh, yikes. Take a Blunder Bloom with... Gosh. Mad about all that. Take a turret, put it on base. Are we ignoring turrets at this point? Kind of feels like we're ignoring turrets at this point, right? Take a pickaxe and 2 bridge repair kits and get back out in the field. I need to find more watering as quickly as possible as well. Gosh, that'll do, I guess. Better to get some value out of it than none value out of it, you know? again. That took a huge amount of time to do almost nothing there. Maybe that wasn't our best play. Oh god, I can't believe I forgot. It would have been fine had I actually just remembered to jump into the gopher hole at the end of all of it. Would have been relatively smooth. Obviously still a waste of time, but not a waste of as much. Okay. Just in case of avian placenta, I still have to go for the chicken. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna manifest it into existence rather than in case of it, because I am going to get it. In preparation for it, I have to go for the chicken. How's that? That certainty do anything for you, universe? Well, it shouldn't, because that's my certainty. Good night. Yeah, that was a reference to that. I just like the way it was said. Hot wire. Well, there goes our ability to use our tractors, basically, at all. I wonder if I should have just left that camp open. Just come back to it later. Because if you don't interact with either of the items, they don't disappear, do they? I think it's only once you've interacted with something at the camp, then it will disappear. Come day's end. Well, that's a good excuse to take a turret. Okay. Thank you for just being a roach. Very easy to take out. Don't even really need to consider it much at all. Perfect. Avian placenta. Oh my gosh. I mean, now we're just looking for fertile eggs. Game. Would you be willing to possibly? Could I trouble you for a fertilized egg? In this trying time? Alright. Yeah, that's got to be all the camps I've got to take out here. I think it's 16 seconds to go north after all this. That didn't really feel like a long time at all. I don't know when to use the blood spell. Fertilize all crops and all nearby enemies bleed fertilizer. I just never know when to use it. Obviously, I can't use it outside of the farm. So that's the first decision made. Where will I use it on the farm? When, though? When is there enough enemies to actually justify the usage of this? No. No, you don't understand, Monster Pod. I am not letting you go. You die now. And I'm not even gonna lose a single plant over it. Thankfully, the beat dropped a beat there for me. I forgot that I'm not supposed to be using my tractors. I just saw, oh, the tractor's on full. I guess it's time to use it. Whoops. I've already gotten enough out of this season that I don't need to worry about just like rapidly planting and trying to grow something. Save probably the rose. The rose would still be good. I mean, yeah, I can use the low tier Anemocry. There's nothing wrong with that. I think I can only really afford to use the Whack Attractor now when I see something real valuable. That looked pretty valuable to me. And out of it, we got a sunflower seed and some fertilizer. Hell yeah. feeling like we really got all the value out of that I was looking for. Said with the most sarcasm I can provide. We're not getting the rose before the end of the day, unfortunately, though. So just pop a gun down here. Help me out a wee bit. Should I start building heartbeat seeds as well, maybe? I think so. Because I think I should probably, like, buy the mulcher tractor, which I am just assuming, but I guess what I really ought to be doing right now is hoping. I'm hoping that that is going to exist at the season tally bonus. And should we manage to get that from there, then we can kind of just use it to clear camps, go exploring a lot. Maybe rapidly clear a bunch of camps using HP that we're building back on base with the heartbeats as our kind of support. Here's how ride or die I am with that plan. There you go. I'll pop that bad boy down. Okay, 306. Not a great amount of money for tomorrow, because I've got a, well, like, ooh, chicken calicry. Eggs contain seeds. Eggs are suddenly, they're everything. Unfortunately, we do not find the tractor I was looking for, which is good and bad. It's good because now I have more money to use a gun. It's bad because now I don't have the whacker tractor that I wanted. Less slowdown. Yeah, I probably shouldn't use this to explore a late game area yet. We full completed the south. I mean, look, three areas full completed in the first season is good. There's nothing wrong about that. There's nothing to turn your nose up at. That's a quality CISO right there on New ASA season. Recently, less copyright dramas in trying to secure that catchphrase. Something about a comedy service shutting down? Yeah, man, it wasn't listening. Okay, everything on base still needs water. That is one thing being made absolutely clear to me. I can avoid really watering almost anything on base, but it requires, just land these kills. I can do that on base, but it will require that I get more sunflower seeds so that I can actually just support my economy with sunflower seeds. There's our second chicken. Come on. Where's the avian placenta? It can't turn up too late, otherwise it doesn't matter that it was here. Well, I still have a lot of exploring to do, so I will take the damage there. I also have a heartbeat growing back on base, so kind of that's my HP secure here, I think. Or as far as I can really secure my HP, that is. Obviously cost me 20 seconds there. Sure, I'll take an upgraded Nemocru Priest as well. That what the upgraded rain cloud could effectively be our sunflowers. Got to get the earthquake there. Clear out all the adjacent camps just for safety's sake. I was worried with the slowdown I would not be able to get away from that enemy if I was firing when they jumped. But thankfully the upgrade that we got for the gun was less slowdown. Making that a little easier for us to do. Alright. Feel like that's already a full clear of this area as well. That's kind of wild. That was a very, very efficient clear. Like, pretty much optimal pathing, as well as optimal placements for everything that I could have encountered. Love it. Now that we're back on the farm, though, I'm gonna run the rain cloud. A bunch of things are just gonna come up. Quickly do that. Yeah, taking a damage, but I also get a heartbeat seed. It kills a bunch of enemies for me, gives me a bunch of resources, and then I go heal it all the way back up. That was the plan the entire time. And now, before the rain cloud wears off, I've got to get all of my roses down. As well as a pumpkin for money. I don't know, I don't really know where to be breaking ground at the moment. Guess I'll do that one over here as well. How much is left in the rain cloud even? Feels like it could disappear any second. But if possible, I'd like to get the... Okay, there we go. Upgraded Nemocry down, and then immediately it disappears. Or maybe it even disappeared in the second before. It's fine, we got enough heartbeat seeds to feel good about this. We can also still find a monster multi-tractor by exploring. One thing we will always have to make sure of is that we have, at the absolute least, ouch, 200 gold left by the end of a season, so that our season's bonus can get us, just making sure everything's fine here. Good. So that our season's bonus can still get us, or rather we can still afford, after the season tally, excuse me, the tractor that we are looking for. Really? Just garbage items from my marriage candidates. Not at all invested. Back on clip size. Two really harsh upgrades to get there. Not at all what we were looking for, but ours is not to complain, ours is to do. I mean, sure, we might have some time whilst doing to complain, but that's clearly a secondary effect. It's clearly not the priority. Thank heck I took damage stats and got them immediately stats afterwards, because without those, feels like we'd be using our entire clip to kill a single enemy here. And that is, slow. That is a slow clear. Ooh, you almost got me, a gasoline can, bud. You almost did. Okay. I mean, honestly, if we find the rare camp in this area and it happens to be... Dang. It would be, if it happens to be either the animals or the chest, then we absolutely were off to the races. That is a wild start. Instead... Just make my early trade here so I don't have to come back. If I was going for score runs, that place is much more significant. But since I'm still going for achievements, don't really care about it outside of just getting it over and done with. Trophallaxis. I don't have any bees. As much as I need extra watering, I don't have bees right now. I mean, I guess I might get bees in the future. There's still like a lot of exploring to do. This is our first tier 2 area. Maybe I shouldn't have turned it down. Damage. Love a good spot of damage here. I mean, now the next clear thing is find and exploit the golden pupa. There's our fertile eggs. Is it too late? Is it too late? Maybe it is. But also maybe it isn't if we happen to just find a bunch of turkeys. Weeds are harvestable? Sure, I guess. No, weeds are harvestable is the... that was the thing that killed the thingy too quickly for us. The thingy being Corpsicopia, the final boss. Okay, well, I only have 8 seconds left anyway. I'm gonna take the damage. And then I think I'm also gonna try and clear up the camp here. That is to say, the golden pupa. There we go. Bondit foot for extra luck. And then just immediately south to a gopher hole, teleport home. Yeah. I mean, that looked like it worked out for me. I have the ability to go for another 4 roses. Our watering is absolutely abysmal. It's not like I've been deprioritizing it either. Like, outside of turning up Sprinkler Head, which I think I've actually turned up twice now. Outside of that, and Trophallaxis, but I don't have bees. Like, feels like I'm just not really getting access to much of it. Yeah. One thing that's even more exciting than that, though, is our quad sunflower we get to put down now. Perfect. Whoa. No damaging on me. Thank you. I would like it so that only I may choose if I get damaged. And honestly, like, the run so far has kind of been like that. I'm gonna pre-grow a heartbeat. The same reasons I've said prior. And then get another anemone down. Immediately as the rain cloud goes away. That's just a ritual by this point, the rain cloud disappearing at that point. Sure, I'll do that. Got another sunflower out of it, if nothing else. Whew. 22. That'll be enough for a good weapon. Harvest shield. I really don't want to just settle for these, though. Fine, we're not settling then. If I really want to get a bunch of sunflowers and heartbeat seeds, even possibly even roses, this would be the time to pick up the squirrel launcher. So I take the squirrel launcher and then I'd go east. I'd finish off my area and then I'd go east with it. Hey, splash damage was the first upgrade it already had. It's got drop rate, but it hasn't got rarer seeds. It got damage as its final upgrade. I thought it had... Is rarer seeds not Maybe it's just the upgrade I didn't get. There is obviously an upgrade you don't get. Take 2 bridge repairing materials. Only thing is, obviously, we still have to go back and finish the left side first. Perfect. Hey, that gave me a sunflower as well as a tree. Yeah. I feel like going for the seeds was maybe a right idea here. That was actually really good as well. The thing, the grass-watered cow, the grass-fed cow. Grass-watered cow. We needed some extra watering, and the game provided. This even dropped a rose for us, as I was mentioning it could. I think we're beyond the point of being able to get polygamy. Sadly. Or not, we're not beyond the point of being able to get polygamy. We're beyond the point of being able to get polygamy and also marry everyone. Ooh, 4 roses and 4 sunflowers as well, though, so we have a good day when we get back. Which is already starting to lead me towards thinking maybe... How many different save faces can I put in a single sentence, right? A bunch of weasel words in that one. It's already got me thinking. What if... Excuse me while I stall for more time as I figure out the rest of the sentence. Dang. Did not want that. What if we get a rain cloud so that we can actually, like, we'd prioritize a rain cloud scroll pickup, that is, so that we can actually get some of that stuff before the end of the day. Got him. Oh, we're really getting in the thick of everything here. Take a pig, just for a little bit more base defense. Perfect. Thank you for the golden pupil as well. There's the rain cloud I was asking for and prioritizing. Ooh, a little bit of time extension on today. Maybe I get the rare camp as well as the golden pupa. At this point, considering I've already gotten one of the rare camps that I would consider kind of a whiff. Ouch. That means going for rare camps feels a little better because, you know, 33% chance I get the one that I'm looking for. Ah, cleats! Why? That spawned directly... Wait, no, I can go back! As long as I live, I can go back. Oh, I've taken so much damage there. Gosh. Game. Let me rest. Did that just took one of my animals, didn't it? Oh my god. With all the damage I'm taking, I'm losing so much time that maybe I don't even have the time to kill the enemy. Okay. Got you down. I'm gonna collect all of that. I need to go and get those cleats. Everything else despawned. I don't care about anything else. There's one of them cleats. I don't know why I've decided to go completely all in right now. Chrono Seeds, sure. Well, hopefully it wasn't one of my cows that I lost. companion planting, golden hoe definitely. Sure. I think I should probably head back to base now. Yeah. Let's skedaddle. Whew. Well, we did it. We got cleats. Oh, yikes. Lost a bunch of value right there, though. Still don't want to get either of those items. Please. No, give me the right tractor. Oh, this is going to be an absolute pain if it doesn't give us the right tractor eventually. Fine. Take that. Oh, definitely take Rake. I'll marry you then. All right, Norman. You and I against the world, bud. Biodegrader for exploring? Yeah, I like a biodegrader for exploring. Rain Cloud for 150. It's not bad. About the right price. Okay. Okay. Just gotta get some safety down. So I have here to retreat to. If we need. I mean, size and fire gives us a lot of AoE control with this gun right now. Less so direct damage, which concerns me. It's starting to feel like maybe I'm supposed to just lob a bomb in and then wait for a while. That's not exactly the fastest clearing we could ever get. Probably should have been Blood Monsoon that time. We've been turning them down a lot so far, but we probably shouldn't have turned that one down. Still haven't found the rat camp in this area, which is kind of surprising to me. Feel like we've explored the vast majority of it. That one probably still should have been a rain cloud, though. It's just the earthquakes that don't matter as much. What with the cleats and all. Seriously, I didn't already get the rare camp, right? I don't think I did. Oh, no, I did. It's just, it was the bad one. The remaining one that I didn't want to have, so I just completely forgot it. Okay, I can leave that other one. I was about to say festering there. That's not really the word for something growing, is it? All right, and then we'll just leave these here in the nursery to fester for a while. Then we'll have a lovely summer treat. Just feel like I seldom hear that said. I gotta remember, I gotta actually come back to base to pick up some of these eggs. South or north? With this gun, probably? Right now, south. We can make a mega date tree as well as a mega peach tree right now. I do not want to, but I could. Even if we don't get much exploring done here today, as long as we unlock the gopher, it's good enough. Yes, that's pretty much us for the day. I mean, it's dusk. I can take that. You know, lose 20 seconds of time in between times. Seems fine by me. Gosh, this weapon is doing more damage right now as well. Okay, fine. Trying to get the Thorn to deal some damage there as well. Nice. What do you got for me? Duck Wings? I've literally, like, I was about to say, I've literally bought all the resources I need to go to all of the late areas. I haven't, but we're also not that far from it. There we go. Now we can take a breath. Tell you what, between that early, excuse me, one sec. Between that early squirrel launcher and the whack attractors that we've just had the hot wire on and only used in opportune situations, we've got real good seeds for this whole run. We're getting to the point that I'm probably about to stop using fertilizer at all, except for the heartbeats. Yeah, nothing else I can really do here right now. It's just because I have a heartbeat seed on farm that I'm even here. Sure. Ride that along the line at least. No more eggs that I can see. All right. As well that ends well there. Okay. Frady fart. Create fertilizer when damaged. Love it. Cut weeds faster. No, I feel like I already do that pretty quickly. I'm gonna buy a heartbeat seed and probably start buying those for the rest of the game too. Definitely take a blood monsoon. Other than that, max level biodegrader. Yeah, the max level biodegrader is pretty wild. I'm gonna loop around in the opposite way. With the turkey. Ah! I don't like it when an enemy just gets projectile launched into me from this weapon. It's actually starting to sour my opinion of the weapon. Take the pickaxe there over the herbicidal blood, just because the herbicidal blood doesn't really feel like it needs to exist. What with all the chickens and fertile eggs and such. Psychoactive weeds as well, burrow butterfly. I'll take psychoactive weeds. Slow down time, make myself a little bit more safer on the base. And then we still haven't got the rare can from this area yet. Looking forward to that. We're probably about to max out on scrolls as well, so we should keep an eye on that. Haha! It's literally in the last area I look. Atomicrops, the coffee cup as well as air freshener. Well, yeah, I guess I now have those items. That's the most positive response I can give. Yes, thankful. No, but I don't really have much access to water. Okay, good. We actually did still have the ability to pick something up there. Just so that I don't have to come back to base at the end of today, I'm gonna pick up that heartbeat because I'm totally fine with losing that tree. It's not like I need a bunch more money before the end of the day either, so if I wanted to, I could just hard commit to checking the north. Oh, no, wait, no, I can't. I can? I always forget whether or not the symbol that's currently over on the left-hand side in the calendar box, I always forget whether or not that means that I have, like, is the circle the day I'm on? I assume it is, but I always... wait, sorry, of course we don't need to build a bridge. I always get that confused with, like, the day end symbol in the area. There is some reason for the fact that it always confuses me as to whether or not that means that it is boss day today or boss day tomorrow. Oh, it's Blood Moon. I'm gonna get my animals and go home. Alright. I should probably just plant a hell of a lot of rare crops. That feels like the right mood. Thank you all for dropping beats, I guess. Get a bunch of extra time in the day. So I gotta wait until I'm overwhelmed by enemies, and then I'm gonna drop the intense scroll. Come on, more enemies than that. More enemies. Otherwise, it's not even going to be worth it. I was going to put down high quality seeds, but I figured I was running out of time to do that. A little under pressure. It's got to happen now, right? Start of the third wave's got to be the big one, right? Just wishful thinking. Oh. So it's wishful thinking, but also... It's wishful thinking, but also... is the thing about it. Ooh, and I got all the weeds, too. Hey. I really want to go back to the camp up there and get the anemocry and then just come back down. Don't really feel like I have the time, though. Also have a lot of pickaxes now, so probably focus on trying to utilize some of those. Nice. Fertilizer is doing real well. The thing about that is it's oh my god, it's doing quite well. I've got a lot of sunflowers as well, so if I really need to suddenly buy something, I got ways. Can I actually just drop giant blood monsoons on these constantly? Because if so, now's the time. I'm not even vaguely trying to plant these in a square. Yeah, I can do that at the start of tomorrow. There's no reason to do it now or later. Heartbeat seed? I mean, I got so many. It literally will just come down to whether or not I can find a monster mulcher tractor. That feels a little bad, to be entirely honest. Because... you know? Because wah. Because wah, wah. Big baby. Oh, I just want perfect RNG in all of my games. That's my impression of me. What do you think about it? Okay. There we go. Up. Some fertilizer from that, and then we do it again. More, and we do it one more time. Alright, and then we try and use it when we don't even have anything to fertilize, and it just gives us extra fertilizer, right? Yeah. Thing is, I just needed to free up the scroll slot so I can go back out on the farms. I say the farms. I meant exploring. On the opposite of the farms is clearly what I should have said. This weapon is doing fertilizer drops, so we are honor bound to kill as many enemies as possible. Honor and duty bound, in fact. Hop, hop, hop. Thank you. Weeding extends our days. Seems good for me. We've also got the final golden pupa. Can we do this with just chickens in the final day? I wonder. Rusty Shock's Daily Orchard. I'll take that. Because it feels like neither that nor Rusty Shocks really mean too much to us right now. And just a broad whiff. Is that more fertilizer? Expands silver soil and stuff. I guess it could be if it killed enemies. You beautiful, beautiful bastard. It's here. That's our wood chipper tractor. So that plus enough HP from the heartbeats, just dropping that on the boss constantly, should be our win. Also, it does not escape me that exactly the last camp we cleared was the thing that we wanted. Most of all. Do not worry, this has not escaped me. More eggies for me, thank you. 2.2. Gosh. It's going well. Honestly, the only enemies that actually annoy me here are the snipers standing far off in the distance, kind of limiting my movement. Is water witching the one that's getting them right now? I didn't even think I had water witching. But I'm seeing zap effects coming off of my plants, so I'm led to assume. Alright, spores. There you are. That'll be the recipe for the moment. Corpsicopia for me. So I'll just pick all that up. I mean, I should prioritize still the roses at the absolute least. Because it's possible I go back and I get polygamy and then we're just suddenly marrying everyone. In fact, if I were ever going to get it, now would be the most likely at the end of this year's season bonus. Because it could be in the end of season bonus rose shop. It could also be in either of the parties that are still ready to flirt with me. Or it could be the season bonus. Got so many different places it can turn up in right now. Hey, we finished all of our exploration a full season in advance of the game. That feels pretty good. Although, again, we are playing Thyme, and I forgot about that when I made the claim that that seems pretty good. That seems pretty normal for Thyme, to be honest. I'm not even going to be able to full fertilize these if I put down a monsoon. So maybe I shouldn't even put it down on these. Maybe until I get another monsoon or two. Okay. 2.6. We're getting there. Certainly on our way. Oh, there's the polygamy. Oh, I should have bought the gourd first. Alright. Time to get mad married. I'll pick up this wedding ring while I'm marrying Rue. It's all three of the combat companions. So, Rain Cloud, Forest 2. Take the squirrel pocket as well as the chicken. I could try and give away money. I don't need to, though. So we're in a bit of a strange position right now. Where I don't really have anything to do until the next season. So I can kind of just explore and thump down the whack attractor on top of enemies if I feel like they deserve it. Kind of all I really feel I can do. There we go. gonna wait until that's all harvestable. Probably means just leave the area, I guess. I don't like that enemies that are being affected by that and are invisible from you can still hit you. Why? That tractor's been in the game the entire time. Why is that a thing that was left in? I guess I should just stay away from the whacker tractor the entire time as it operates. Oh, I didn't even buy a gun. What's more, I don't even think that was wrong. Just need to find some crowds of enemies. Obviously, beasts on hordes are the best. But it feels like if I put down the whacker tractor... Yeah, when I put it down, it does like a thump. And hits a lot of enemies. And what I just don't want is for that thump to kill all of the enemies, and then I don't get any fertilizer because the enemy is not there being mulched. That's what I'm trying to avoid at least. Just gonna quickly get one of these up. I will even fertilize it. It's just that dire important to me. It's exploration in literally any direction. Exploration in areas with tankier enemies, like here, that could be a thing. More beasts on hordes, please. This is also making the days pass faster when I take damage as well, so it's handy in a number of different ways for us. Wonder if I can just do this same game with the bosses. Wait, are things growing on the farm at the moment? I don't even remember. I guess I'll go back and give him a wee look-see. Ah, yes. The heartbeat that I needed to get. That's all good. As long as I did get back and get it. Okay, it feels like we should lock up the achievement in this run. Which should lock up our final topiary as well. You just stay the heck away from my only tree. Honestly, being hit gives us fertilizer as well, so if it gives us fertilizer and then also drops a heartbeat, which is happening a lot of the time right now, that's great. It's just extra value. Of course, it does rely on a 30% roll, so it's not reliable, but nice. Here's the point at which in a score run, I would start dropping a bunch of sunflowers and utilizing all of those. Alas, we'll settle. I do like how uniform our terrain is. Very keen on that. Do I have the turret on me? No, I moved it there. Okay, cool. Oh my god, that's a lot of eggs just dropped near the very end of that day. I feel bad that I didn't get all of them, but there were a lot. Take the heartbeat seed. Guess I'll max that weapon, sure. for killing random enemies while I'm exploring. Now, just gotta pull this up. Move this to the one open space. And then it all looks beautiful. Neatest farm I ever did have. God, this would be such a great Mega Tree run as well. Alright then. Make my day. That is to say, please, enemies exist near me. That's not the right... That's not the right tractor for the situation. This one is, though. Oh. It's exactly what we're looking for. Thank you. Also just constantly getting us into the flow state. Not that I can really use it out here. Because I do not have the energy drink. Did that helpful worm just drop a fertilizer? Looked like it did, right? Yeah, it did. Ooh. Helpful worm is a lot more helpful than I thought it was. It's time to go back for the egg harvest. Great harvest today. Let's go back out in the fields then. With that all settled. Yeah, more roses doesn't really do too much for me. Unfortunately. I mean, I guess I could buy another item at the end of today. I probably will try and grow these 3 roses, but it's just not going to be incredible. I'm glad that while I'm doing this, I also do have Rake, because doing all of this without Rake is just tiring. Especially if you haven't got Rake and you haven't got a lot of move speed. Oh, nope. That's my allies. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm not going to assume another Beast on Horde is just randomly going to turn up suddenly. More egg time? Perfect. And then we go back out on the farm again. Again, not on the farm. Out of the farm. Ryan. It's simple. Oh, what if... Come on, just a camp I haven't cleared that's full of enemies. Damn my efficient clears! Still nothing growing on the farm that I really care about. Got the heartbeat as well as the Freddy Furt trigger there. Right? There's nothing wrong on the farm I care about? Yeah, it's literally just that tree, and actually I anti-care about that tree. I would be happy were that tree to disappear. So have at it, game. I'm giving you broad free reign. These are just season end enemies. Or rather day end enemies. trying to coax me back home? I see your game. I see your game. I will go back home. And it's just because there's eggs here. Oh, look at this whole mess of fertilizer. That's beautiful. We're only 1,000 short at this point. We can definitely do this. Assuming we don't just randomly suddenly die somehow. Which I'm going to go out on a limb and assume is probably not going to happen, what with the 33 heartbeat seeds I'm just holding in my back pocket at any one time. Alright. And we'll get some more HP before we go back out on the hunts. 14. Yeah. A weapon. Turrets. Take the biodegrader max weapon. Obviously, because I do have an enemy that I have to fight at the end of today. Can't just ignore it all again. Okay. You've got enough growth speed on you right now that I imagine I might be able to just stand here and pick you up. Have my safety and eat it too. Alright, off to the north. Ooh. Yeah, because I never used the teleport there. I guess it's not open. Oh, I shouldn't be prioritizing killing the enemies with this weapon anymore, because it doesn't drop fertilizer. I can't believe I forgot about that. Yeah, higher health enemies clearly give you more fertilizer because they get hit for longer. So that's what we're looking for. Groups of high health enemies. That'll count, I guess. Because worst case scenario, it just shortens the day. It's good for me too. Just don't want to get close enough to an owl to put it down, to be honest. Come on. It really feels like I've exhausted every... Oh. I was about to say, it really feels like I've exhausted every enemy here and immediately get sniped. Yeah, you could hear that over to the left. Hence the wariness back in that direction. Oh, that's not what I was... No. I was trying to take out only the wolf. Again, because they're an enemy I don't want to get up close and personal with. Fine, I'm just going to dash out of this area for that reason. I don't want to be up close and personal with any of the enemies. Easiest way to accomplish that is not to be in the area. .2. Wow, we're almost capable of doing this even without the the specific strat near the very end. Still do my duty though. Yeah, we're gonna get called back to base. I'm ready for it. You're gonna have to catch me yourself, though. I'm not done farming. Sing me a lullaby, eh? Now that I've done all that, I really ought to try and find a way to heal back up quickly. I didn't even collect all the fertilizer from it. Just so worried about how many tractors I'd place down. There you go, back to sleep. Come on. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Okay, now we're safe again. Where are you? We're still getting fertilizer out of it, despite the fact the enemy can't even be hit right now. There you go. That's how the hot wire is going to work on the final boss as well. It really feels like we had a shot at doing that before. Before the final season even. Good lord. There we go. 4.8. Oh, longer days. Run faster. I guess I'll take run faster, because longer days doesn't mean anything anymore. Ooh. Won the jackpot a couple times there. Hell of a lot of cornucopias. We'll be able to make some quite high quality cats with those. But at the moment, let's get back on the farm. Sounded like I was about to wrap the episode up right before the end of it though. There we go. There we super officially go. It has been done. Ooh, I'm actually not going to be able to save many of these from from being destroyed. I guess if I mega crop, it's going to be easier to water them, thereby saving them. There you go, a bunch of the seeds though. Oh, actually the fastest way of doing it is going to be just trying to desperately mega crop sunflowers and failing. Come on, why can't I hit all the sunflowers correctly? 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe there was just a plant sitting in the middle. Really? These don't just absolutely nuke the boss anymore? Well, be. I was certain we were ready for a boss disappearance. Those little waterings I have, I'm actually a little scared. Not of losing, mind, just of this taking longer. It feels like the point of the run is already done. There we go. Down goes the Corpsicopia. We unlock the final non-Retromation Hoodies achievement, which also gets our final topiary, which was just 1% bark skin. Alright. Well, it is more powerful than the 0.5% bark skin we got earlier, so it is a little more impressive. I understand they don't want to make them particularly powerful, otherwise, you know, it starts to feel like you snowball out of control based off of your upgrades exclusively. Still not certain whether or not that one's ever going to get unlocked by us, or whether or not it'll even get unlocked in this series specifically. But for the moment, My name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Atomicrops. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There's a playlist in the description down below with all of my content on this game, past, present, and future, and hopefully we'll see you next time.